What's up, guys? It's Fly here, and I know my uploads have been kind of slow, but today I'm going to be showing you how to how to create, rather, the Staff of Herding and get to Whimsyshire in Diablo 3. As you can see in the background, I'm going to it now in the blacksmithing menu, and I'll go over all the items necessary to get it, and I'll be doing it in order of easiest to hardest, starting with Warts Bell and ending with the gibbering gemstone. Alright, so the first one up is Warts Bell. This one can be found in the hidden camp at Squirt the Peddler. She's this little girl standing right here next to the Mystic. All you have to do is open her inventory like so, go down to the bag and select it, and it would be the very bottom one for 25,000 gold. It's the easiest. You can get it in Act 2, you can go straight there in Adventure, and 25,000 gold is really easy to do on pretty much any difficulty. Alright, second up is the black mushroom. These are kind of harder to get, but still pretty easy. All you need to do is go to Cathedral level 1 and just look around until you find this square looking room that I come up on here in a minute. It's always in the same place, and it's generally super easy to find. I got lucky. This was my first attempt on... I've already picked it up once, but this was my second one after I made it the first time. This was my first attempt on the second one, but it's just a big patch of mushrooms growing out of the ground like so. It'll always be in this location, and it'll be in a corner, generally on the lower end of the map. The area near it is generally different, but it's always either this little four-way here, or it's like a cursed chest spawn event. Alright, next up is the plan for the Staff of Herding. You'll want to go to Act 4 and go to the Izual boss battle, which will take you to the Silver Spire. To get to Izual, you need to find the Great Span, which you'll see me remake the game or cancel out and reload the game, which is what remaking is, to get a different turn, because the one I got isn't the best, but you can get lucky and end up with like challenges for, kill Izual or something like that, and it will lead you straight to the Great Span. But this one is kind of random. All you have to do is come back and kill him over and over again until you see a legendary light beam. I believe it's one of the only legendaries he actually drops. But he either drops like a ring, a belt, or the staff, I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't get it this go, but I already have it, which is why I didn't get it. But I got it on, say, my third attempt fighting him the first time. So it's pretty common of a drop. But enjoy that easy mode, because the next one, the gibbering gemstone, is atrocious. I'm not even joking. It took me over 110 attempts to find this thing, because it has such a low chance of spawning, and it will make you want to tear your hair out. So just be prepared for that, the next one coming up.
need spirit.
Alright. And finally, the gibbering gemstone. I'm gonna leave some random background elements in the video while I'm talking about this, but I will clip it down to the final fight with Chiltara and my actual attempt at, or when I finally got it rather. But like I stated, you need to find Chiltara. He will only spawn in the Caverns of Frost, in the Fields of Agony, in Act 3. Go to the Bridge of Corsic and look for the Caverns of Frost. If you get Icewall Caves, remake the game, quit out of it, reload, go back. Sometimes you will get lucky enough to actually be able to find like a bounty for clear the Caves of Frost or kill Chiltara, which will make it much easier, but really there's nothing you can do about this, just other than reloading, remaking the game, and attempting it over and over and over again. But it is by far the hardest one out of all of them, and for whatever reason it is exponentially harder. It's got a total, I don't know what it is after patch 2.0.5, but it was originally 5% drop. They supposedly buffed it, but it is still a bitch to find.
What you ask is impossible.
But all you have to do is just continuously find the Caverns of Frost, find Chiltara and kill him over and over again. He always drops an item, but he will not always spawn. He is a Lacunae or whatever their name is, hunter, a Frostwalker. There are 3 or 4 other elite Frostwalkers that can spawn. They will not drop the gibbering gemstone. They do not have a chance to. Chiltara is the only one with it in his loot pool. So if you do not find him, then just quit out and reload. And there can be up to, I think, 6 elites total in just level 2 alone. There's like a total of 10 or 11 elites that can spawn in Caverns of Frost 1 and 2. But Chiltara is the one you're looking for. He generally always spawns with either Nightmarish or Frozen attributes. Sometimes both. Those are really the only 2 he ever gets. So he's not going to be super annoying to fight like Jailers or Wallers or anything like that. But like I said, this step of the whole grinding series is just atrociously hard. You will come across countless Jailers, Wallers, Vortex, and various other annoying affixes that are attached to the lesser enemies. And they are always mob packs, like Icy Quillbacks and various other hunters. It's never, 1 or 2 enemies. It's always mob packs like the Burrowers and the Quillbacks. So, my recommendation is to take a class that can, basically cancel out the hitbox per se, like the Monk's Tempest Rush or the Demon Hunter Strafe, and go straight through the hitboxes, because they will gang up on you and they will stop you dead in your tracks. As you can see in the background, I'm using a Monk to just push through the hitboxes, because there are so many at all times that they just stop you in your place. And it's annoying, and you want to do this as efficiently as possible, so you want to just get through them. But once you get this, this should be your last and final one. And this is a console only guide, because PC has like 2 or 3 more things that they need to collect. But PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, and Xbox One are all the same. It's Black Mushroom, Warts Bell, and Gibbering Gemstone, and of course the plan for it. And then after I get done showing this, I will show you where to take the Staff of Herding, and a very, very quick glimpse of Whimsyshire. I apologize that this video isn't longer, but I'm doing this about 10 minutes before I go to work, so this is kind of rushed. But I hope this also makes up for the lack of streams I've been doing lately. My internet's been kind of iffy, and I've been working on this video for about a week. So I hope it's helpful. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stuff like that. This may not be going live as of the day I'm editing it, but maybe a day later. So let's see. Right now is the 6th, so this may be up on the 7th or the 8th. But I just wanted to share this because I see people in some groups I'm in always struggling, and they don't know how to do this, and they're not sure if they're doing it right. I just want to clarify that you are doing it right. Chiltara is an asshole and a bitch to farm. So just persevere and keep up the hard work, and you will eventually get the Gibbering Gemstone, and you will eventually... Christ, you stroke there. You will eventually see the mystical lands of Whimsyshire. Alright, so in that last clip, I know the cut was sudden, but it just cut out another 40 minutes of me trying to find it and farming for it. But I wish it dropped in a better location so the scenery didn't block it, but that was the Gibbering Gemstone. This is how you get to Whimsyshire. You go to... The fastest way to do it is go to Old Ruins in Act 1 and go down this road here, Old Tristram Road. And what you'll be looking for is a dead cow next to a giant pit. In a couple I've gone past, there haven't been any enemies, but in mine, unfortunately, there were enemies. So I had to clear them out. I got mistaken thinking this gold arrow was it. It was not. It is like immediately right where that purple dot is, just below it. Clear out the enemies and then walk over that dead cow, and the Cow King, I think is the old Cow King, will show up. And after you clear out the enemies, you can talk to him and engage in some pretty funny dialogue. And then afterwards, you can gain access to Whimsyshire. The staff can be used over and over again. It is account bound though. You cannot drop any of these things for your friends. You cannot trade them. You can only put them between your accounts, your heroes. And the higher your difficulty goes, you can upgrade it and start farming for all this again. I personally would recommend just sticking with the normal one. But if you want to do something like Inferno, or not Inferno, it's not in the game anymore, Torment, which I am working my way towards Torment. You can upgrade it for each harder difficulty with things like the Nightmare Staff, I don't know what it's called anymore, but it used to be called the Inferno Staff and stuff like that. It's the same process. Gather up all the items and then craft it again, and you'll be thrown into harder versions of Whimsyshire. But this is Whimsyshire.
I don't have enough spirit.
This was thrown in as an Easter egg because a lot of the players when the game first released complained that it looked too cartoony compared to Diablo 1 and 2. So they threw this in as a nod to both the cow level and as an Easter egg in reference to everyone complaining about it looked too colorful and bright. I'm not in Whimsyshire for long because, like I said, I have to go to work soon. But I just wanted to share what it looks like, how colorful it is. You get normal loot drops from these enemies. You can get a unique set of cosmetic wings called the rainbow wings, I think, or the cosmic wings, one of the two. But as far as everything else goes, it's just normal loot drops that you get from enemies around the world. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe and tell me what you thought of it. Later, guys.